Yes.
May I come in, sir?
Please go.
Namaste, ma'am. Namaste, sir.
Sit down, please.
Thank you, sir.
Satwik.
Yes.
Satwik Srivastava. Your hobbies are meditation and singing.
Ji, sir.
You do meditation.
Yes.
Role model is Raja Ram Mohan Rai.
Yes.
What is the role of Raja Ram Mohan Rai in Indian history?
Sir, Raja Ram Mohan Rai played a very eminent role. There had been various social and religious reforms in which Raja Ram Mohan Rai had played a very prominent role. First of all, in the religious reforms, he played an active role in the abolition of sati. After that, his various literature has also criticized the social idolatry practices of dualism, and he preached about the monotheism and avoiding other activities of Hinduism like untouchability, which are considered as the social sins.
Can he considered be the father of modern India?
Yes, sir. He is widely called as the father of modern Renaissance and the first modern man of India. So, in my opinion, yes, sir, he can be called as the first modern man of India.
आज का न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ के आए हैं,
Yes, sir.
कुछ खबरें, कुछ समाचार, कुछ न्यूज़.
So first of all, there has been a peace agreement जो United Liberation Front of Assam, government ULFA, yes, Government of Assam और होम मिनिस्टर के बीच में साइन हुआ है. सेकेंडली, इसरो ने एक्सरे पोलैरिमीटर सैटेलाइट को लॉन्च किया सर. ये अभी तो रिकॉर्ड कर पा रहा है.
इसरो ने Chandrayaan-3 भेजा था.
जी सर.
कुछ नॉमेनक्लेचर था जैसे शिव शक्ति. What is शिव शक्ति?
मैं रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ सर, सॉरी सर.
लैंडर जहाँ उतरा था
जी सर, ये पॉइंट था शायद.
उस पॉइंट का नाम शिव शक्ति था.
याद है.
हम्म? कोई मेटल वहाँ पाया गया.
सर, जितना मुझे रिकलेक्ट हो पा रहा है, शायद सर वाटर के कई सारे सैंपल्स मिले थे और हीलियम के कई सारे सैंपल्स मिले थे सर. तो हीलियम बीइंग एन इनर्ट गैस, मेटल के बारे में सर मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है.
सल्फर पड़ा है कहीं?
सॉरी सर. मून के कोई सैंपल्स ऐसे जिसमें सल्फर था, वो याद नहीं आ रहा है सर.
यूपी गवर्नमेंट की 3 स्कीम के बारे में बताइए.
जी सर. सर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट वन प्रोडक्ट प्रोग्राम है यूपी गवर्नमेंट का, वो सबसे फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम इस समय पे है. सेकेंडली, उत्तर प्रदेश कन्या सुमंगला योजना, जिसमें वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए हमारी सरकार, उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार ने कई सारे अहम कदम उठाए. और थर्डली, मिशन शक्ति 4.0 कैंपेन, जिसमें वुमेन सेफ्टी के लिए यूपी गवर्नमेंट ने कई सारे इंसेंटिव्स भी प्रोवाइड किए और कई सारी ट्रेनिंग एक्सरसाइजेज भी स्टार्ट करी.
So you like meditation and singing. So is there any god who is associated with meditation? Do you have any idea? Any god who is associated?
And as per Mahayana Buddhism, Gautam Buddha has been treated as the god, although in the Hinayan sect he has been called as the normal saint. But in Buddhism, meditation is the prominent philosophy. So, as
What about Adi Yogi?
Yes, ma'am. Adi Yogi
He is one of the form of Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. Yes.
So he is also associated.
Yes.
So there are different schools of meditation.
Yes.
Do you have any idea about it?
Yes, ma'am. There are different schools.
Yeah.
Firstly, Buddhism school of meditation, Chinese school, Hinduism school also there, Christian school is also there, and there are different techniques of meditation that have been preached in different schools.
Which one you follow?
And I follow two. I also follow mantra meditation as well as the vipassana meditation.
Alright. So what is the difference between meditation and yoga? Is there any difference?
Yes, ma'am. Yogic meditation is a part of meditation. Yogic meditation means when the bodily activities, these are aligned with the breath, then that is known as the yogic meditation. So,
Alright. Okay. Do you have any idea about POSH Act? Because you were just talking about women empowerment.
I could not recall that.
Do you even have you heard about
Yes,
POSH?
ma'am, I think I have heard.
Prevention of Sexual Harassment
Harassment
Act.
Act.
Yes, what? So there was a very landmark case. No, after that case, only this whole law came into picture. And there was. Do you have any idea about it?
I think about the Nirbhaya case,
No.
2005
Before that, have you heard about Vishaka
guidelines.
guidelines? After that, only this act came.
I can't remember the case, but yes, about the Vishaka guideline, the Supreme Court
Yeah.
has given that.
So that was basically. So that was the origin from where it all started. Okay, what is your opinion on Indian Constitution? Like, how you feel it? Like there are different constitutions written, unwritten. England का अलग है, बाकी countries का अलग है. So how you rate Indian Constitution?
Ma'am,
What
I
is your
feel,
opinion?
ma'am, in my opinion, I feel very pride on my Indian Constitution.
Why? It's very
Because-
lengthy. Don't you feel? I'm like
Ma'am, it
so
has
exhaustive.
to be, ma'am, it has to be lengthy because the diversity that we have in our country, so many religions and so many population. Apart from that, we are also giving the laws on the various state governments. So it has to be lengthy. But the dreams of our constitution makers, they have thought about the broadness of our constitution, and that different borrowings from different constitution have been there. So it has to be lengthy, that is a limitation. But even after 75 years of independence, our constitution is still valid, it is still sought after. So I think that our constitution, although there are some limitations, but I will rate it 9 out of 10. One point is always there for improvement.
Okay, what can be that?
And as you said that there are some loopholes that are being created from time to time in the Constitution of India. Our constitution makers have left that just to accommodate the dynamics of the society and the changing needs. For example, the constitution is silent about various things like the discretion of governor and like other provisions. So many times these are being misused. And for example, the president is removed on the grounds of violation of constitution, but the constitution has not explained the various grounds on which violation of constitution is being explained. So I think in these ways there can be some amendments and improvements.
Okay, what's the difference between presidential and parliamentary form of government?
And in presidential form of government, the president is the executive head of the state, and all the powers lies in the president itself. And in the parliamentary form of government, the prime minister holds the executive powers.
So you are aiming to be deputy collector.
Yes, ma'am.
Why deputy collector? Why that's your first preference?
Yes, ma'am. And there are multiple reasons of that. First reason being is that me being from the technical background, and I think the potential and capabilities that match up to the diversity of that post. Secondly, ma'am, it also offers the diversity and the versatility of the different sectors of the society in which I can contribute to. So this is the second reason. Third is always the prestige that is attached to the deputy collector post.
What's the prestige?
Ma'am, there is an interest from, this is a personal reason, ma'am, that I have that charm for that deputy collector post.
So what does a deputy collector do? Do you have any idea?
Yes, ma'am. Deputy collector, ma'am, he is the sole in charge of the revenue collection. He assists the additional district magistrate as well as the orders of the district magistrate. And basically, ma'am, it is a rank which gets promoted to different posts like SDM and other posts. And then the magisterial powers also comes into hand.
Okay, your second preference is treasury officer.
Yes, ma'am.
And your fourth preference is DYSP.
Yes, ma'am.
Why so?
Ma'am, treasury officer again, the technical background reason is the same. And the second one is my father is a lead writer. So right from the childhood I have heard about the things about going to the treasury officer. So it was also a pride moment for me to mention. So,
But I think you just now you mentioned that you want to be deputy collector because there is a prestige attached to that job. Don't you think it's attached to DYSP gives you a wider horizon to do a lot more for people?
ma'am, there is one reason that I think the capabilities that I have seen myself that don't match up, I can't do the justice with that job as accurately as with the first three preferences.
Okay. Shikesh.
So you mentioned this agreement between ULFA, central government, and Assam,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we hear a lot about the Northeast.
Yes.
Why Northeast is always in the bad condition, bad law and order? Why it is so? Why Northeast is always disturbed?
Sir, I think there are various reasons starting from the history, man. Sir, the northeastern sector has always been disconnected from the freedom struggle. So it has been not the freedom movement has not spread over those areas.
Why it was disconnected?
Sir, first thing is about there are various geographical reasons also. The geographical terrain was not easy for the people to go there. And secondly, the Britishers had a large control. I think the Christian missionaries have established a very wide control over there. Tribal regions are the population of tribes is large there. So it was not easy for the penetration of freedom ideas to go there. So I think the development suffered. And after the independence also, the Christian missionaries were active. Apart from that, the NGOs and civil societies that also do not get that much support from the government, or those much finances were not available to penetrate the government.
So do you think that development is the sole reason behind this
Yes,
disturbance?
sir. Yes.
Only
Illiteracy,
development?
poverty, and apart from that, sir, the support from the various insurgent groups from the neighboring countries.
Is there any issue with the multi-ethnicity of the Northeast? Means currently the Manipur is on the boil, right?
Yes.
So what is the main fight between whom? There are
Sir,
two groups.
Two groups, sir. Uti group and Niti tribes.
Yes.
Yes.
So there are multiple tribes in the Northeast,
Yes.
and their attachment is more with the tribal society rather than the nationalism.
Yes, sir.
And there was a law in the British era, Bengal Regulating Act of 1873, which separated whole the tribal area from the mainland India. That's why nationalism didn't spread there. Okay, so this is one reason. Okay, so what can be the solutions?
So I think our government has been working on various solutions. For example, development of the Northeastern Regions Initiative, in which the infrastructure is to be developed, the social and educational programs have been penetrated into the different regions. Along with that, sir, as per my personal opinion, I think government has a limited reach. I think the cooperative sector, the self-help groups, and especially
The thing is, the problem is that when the peace is not there, then these sectors doesn't flourish.
Yes.
Development and society always flourish when there is a peace.
Yes.
Okay. So first we need to establish the peace, and then we can work on these sectors which can act as a supportive sector, right?
Yes. So multiple times the poverty also drives people to do
Yes,
this.
that's true.
Yes. So I think that is also one of the reasons.
Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the contribution of Uttar Pradesh in Indian economy
So in terms of the GDP,
in terms of GDP, right?
sir, exact figures I cannot recall, sorry, sir.
In what position Uttar Pradesh in terms of
Sir, in terms of the economy, it is in the 8th rank, sir.
Are you sure?
So I'm confused between 4th and 8th, sorry, sir.
Okay. Recently on the 17th of December, Uttar Pradesh passed Tamil Nadu to become the India's second largest economy. Its percentage is 9.2% as compared to Tamil Nadu 9.1%. First position in Maharashtra, which is 15.2%. Okay.
Sorry.
So why Uttar Pradesh remain backward? Means after independence.
Sir, again there are the multiple reasons. First of all, I think the population.
Are we backward?
Sir, I cannot say that it is backward, sir.
So how do you justify that we are developed?
Sir, because it is a very, it will be a very big statement if we say that backward, because the whole of Uttar Pradesh is very diverse In the western regions, there is prosperity on the
But
various
we,
terms.
India is also diverse.
Yes.
So we can't say that India is a fully developed nation. There are pockets of poverty and
Yes.
there are pockets of prosperity.
Yes.
But India is considered a developing nation.
Yes.
So you agree that Uttar Pradesh is also a developing
Yes, sir.
state,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes.
What is the per capita income currently of Uttar Pradesh?
So 80,000, 79,857 rupees as per the
You
2022.
update your figures, okay. So why it remain backward? Original question.
Sir, first reason is that after the Green Revolution, sir, the Green Revolution had made very tremendous progress in the agricultural production, but that was very much irregular. That was not uniform. So in the western regions, they made progress, but in the Bundelkhand districts and the Purvanchal districts, that much progress was not there. Apart from that, sir, the natural disasters that were coming in the Purvanchal areas, like the floods, they have also destroying the basic infrastructure facilities. The connectivity projects are hampering. So that is also the second reason. Apart from that, sir, the poverty is also biggest issue, sir.
The
I think
poverty, the result of development, right?
But sir, the programs, I think, in my opinion, should be targeted. So if the targeted elevation programs should be there instead of the umbrella structure, I think that will be more beneficial.
The second 5-year plan focused on the industrial policy, industrial
Yes.
development.
Yes.
But it could not be successful in Uttar Pradesh, right?
Because sir, the majority of the industries, the small scale industries, were handloom industries, and the sudden shift in the industrialization that caused a great harm to the people. Because the sudden shift was not acceptable. There should be a transition stage, and mostly the people were practicing agriculture. So that is also one reason.
Okay, so do you find any connection between law and order and investment or industrialization?
Yes, I find it.
What?
So if any region is having good law and order, having good peace, having stability, then I think the foreign investments are more. So in that case, I
Even
think
domestic investments are more.
yes, sir, even domestic investments are more also, because the foreign investors as well as the domestic investors, they find good confidence that the region will grow. So yes, there is a connection, sir.
Why there is a lot of law and order issues in UP? NCRB data says that UP is the highest FIR filing state in the country,
Yes.
right? Why there are a lot of law and order issues?
So 2 to 3 reasons I can find out right now, sir. First is the communal vote bank politics is lot during the election areas, and because the rural literacy is very less, so people cannot differentiate. The main reason is this, sir. And because
So you
of
think that the communal problem is the biggest law and order problem in Uttar Pradesh?
sir, in some areas it is, and in some areas the communal harmony is also there. So I cannot say it uniformly for.
Okay, first is communal politics,
Yes.
second.
Second is, sir, the crimes the crimes that are happening in the rural areas against women. That is second problem. As per the National Commission of Women data, during the lockdown period, about 50% of the cases were reported from women violence in Uttar Pradesh. So that is the second reason. And for that, I think, sir, several programs have been started from Uttar Pradesh government. For example, Mission Shakti 4.0. Apart from that, one stop Sakhi centers. So
Okay, apart from that, land dispute is also very dicey.
land dispute.
70% of the law and order problem in the current Uttar Pradesh is associated with the land disputes. Okay, so my last question is, what is green hydrogen?
So green hydrogen is the hydrogen which is produced by the electrolysis of water.
So electrolysis of water, if you use the coal as the source of electricity, then would it be considered a green hydrogen?
No, sir, because it is also producing some unburnt coal, and that is also.
So what
that
is green hydrogen
So
exactly?
green hydrogen is actually that type of hydrogen which is not polluting the environment as per
Green
its
hydrogen in
production.
any way not polluting, you know that.
Yes, sir.
So what is green hydrogen?
Sir, I do not understand it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it is produced from the electrolysis of water,
Yes,
but the
sir.
source of energy is renewable energy.
Okay, sir.
We cannot use these fossil fuels. Okay, so
कुछ है आपके दिमाग में जो बहुत अच्छे से तैयार हो, कोई पोर्शन पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमी, हिस्ट्री, इसमें सबसे अच्छा कमांड होगा आपका?
Your favorite subject?
Sir, internal security.
इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी
GS3 yes sir.
अच्छा अग्नि न्यू वर्जन इसके बारे में कुछ बताएं
So I'm not completely sure. मैं try कर सकता हूँ. So I think it is a surface to surface missile that is developed by DRDO. और ये सर अभी recently ही सर टेस्ट भी हुआ है इसका. इसकी रेंज सर आई कांट रिमेंबर, इतना ही पता है सर.
इजराइल से कुछ समझौता हुआ है कुछ एग्रीमेंट हुए हैं रक्षा उपकरण के लिए
सॉरी सर, याद नहीं आ रहा है सर.
कितने राफेल लिए जाने हैं खरीदे जाने हैं फ्रांस से
36 नंबर है सर.
एक स्क्वाड्रन में कितने विमान होते हैं फाइटर प्लेन
सॉरी सर.
S-400
यस
की डील किसके साथ हुई है
सर, रशिया के साथ.
कितने की क्या साइज है उस डील का
सॉरी सर, नॉट अवेयर.
इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी पर आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं
यस सर. सर, इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी हमारी कंट्री की वो प्रोसेस है जिससे हम अपने कंट्री के इंटरनल इश्यूज को सॉल्व करते हैं. और हम कई सारे टेक्नोलॉजिकल एजेंसीज की हेल्प लेते हैं. इसके साथ कई सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स की, जैसे होम मिनिस्ट्री की, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस की मदद लेते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स और लोकल पुलिस की भी मदद लेते हैं.
ठीक है सर योर इंटरव्यू इज ओवर ऑल द बेस्ट
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.
मूवमेंट कर देता हूँ सर उनको दे दीजिए पुष्प.
You're from Hardoi.
Yes.
Hardoi is famous for what?
दो चीज़ों के लिए फेमस है मैम.
सब दिन दे देता
मैम विष्णु जी के 2 अवतार हुए थे, नरसिंह अवतार, वामन अवतार. तो टूरिस्ट प्लेस बहुत अच्छा
Now
है.
it will be famous for Satwik. Okay.
थैंक यू मैम.
All the best.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.
फीडबैक के लिए अभी उनको बुलाना होगा.
हाँ अभी
your presentation is well, your communication skills well, your command, your confidence, सब कुछ आपका बहुत बढ़िया है. आपकी नॉलेज, आपकी
सर फॉर्म है इसमें देख लीजिएगा. इसे फॉर्म मैम
बता देते हैं, ये खुद लिख
इसकी
के
ये सारी
कोई
चीजें
पेपर दे दीजिए,
काफी बढ़िया हैं.
देखते रहेंगे. जो चीजें आप अपने कमांड में कहें, जैसे इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी पर कहा हमारा कमांड है, इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी पर आप कुछ नहीं जानते, तो ये कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए. जो सब्जेक्ट आप कहें कि इस पर हमारा कमांड है, चाहे हम अच्छे से तैयार करके आएँ, उसको बढ़िया से तैयार करके जाएंगे. और इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी वगैरह से बेहतर है कि आप पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमी, ज्योग्राफी, साइंस एंड टेक या इनमें से कोई एक पोर्शन बहुत अच्छे से तैयार कर लीजिए और उसको आप कहिए अपने जीएस के रूप में भी बहुत अच्छे से आपने भाग लिया है. और उसके किसी पोर्शन में भी कहिए तो पोर्शन में भी चले जाइए. एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री, मेडिकल हिस्ट्री, मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री या पॉलिटी है ना, और उसके बाद उस पर आप कहिए. अब आप डिफेंस टेक्नोलॉजी कह देंगे तो उलझा देगा आपको, जो है ना.
ध्यान रखिए.
और बहुत अच्छा है. बाकी अब
You were very calm throughout the interview, which is really very good. So you understood the question, where you were not clear, you asked it again, and then you answered. So you were honest. Of course, sir has given you, the areas where you have to work on. So don't choose a topic which is very vast, which is controversial. Because they'll try to take you to a place where you will be in that fix. Right? So I think you should choose a subject where they are less controversy, है ना sir?
Yes.
Less, no. And then whatever question I asked, you answered well. Again, the deputy collector wala, your preference, why you want to do. I think this could have been a little better. Because everybody will answer the same question. Because there is a lot of scope to do. We can do a lot. We can serve the people. There is prestige attached to it.
इसमें क्या आंसर होगा?
I think if you can identify an area where any reform is needed, or
Deputy collector के 3-4 functions होते हैं.
हाँ.
3-4 functions में एक है law and order.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. दूसरा है अपना
Revenue.
judicial work.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. And तीसरा है executive work, administrative work. ये तीनों की दोनों पोस्ट किसी भी जॉब में एसोसिएटेड नहीं है. Neither it is in judiciary, neither it is in police.
yeah.
So deputy collector is a post which is associated with all three posts. तो ये
And जैसा सर ने कहा कि जो 70% ऑफ जो केसेस है यूपी में उसका
Land
origin
dispute
कहीं ना
है.
कहीं लैंड डिस्प्यूट ही है. So for the first जो सबसे पहले अगर कोई कहीं जाता है तो SDM साहब के पास जाता है. Before coming to court, people go to SDM. आप यहाँ पे आएंगे कि ये देखिए ये पैमाइश का है या बाउंड्री का डिस्प्यूट है. So if their issue is addressed at the very at the very nascent stage, at the very beginning, so that can be it can stop a lot of other multiplicity of criminal proceedings. So I think if you will see from that point of view, your role as a deputy collector becomes very important. And so if I think
ये क्वेश्चन आपको फेस करना ही पड़ेगा. आपको कुछ न कुछ और मिल गया है यहाँ से. अच्छा, यू जस्टिफाइड वेल. और
कुछ नहीं इसमें. जैसे उत्तर प्रदेश अच्छे से पढ़ के जाओ.
जी.
देखो उनके पास ना ये कागज रहता नहीं है. उनके पास कोई कुछ भी नहीं रहता. देयर इज नो इन्फॉर्मेशन, है ना. तो प्रिपेयर उत्तर प्रदेश वेरी वेल. उत्तर प्रदेश की इकोनॉमी, डेटा, पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमी की वाई लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इशू है, ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर समिट है, इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना नहीं आया, है ना. कि उसका जो इंडिया में क्या रोल है, अभी बैकवर्डनेस क्यों है, डिफरेंस बिटवीन द बुंदेलखंड एंड पूर्वांचल एंड वेस्ट, है ना. तो ये पूरा का पूरा यूपी होलिस्टिकली प्रिपेयर करके जाओ और करंट अफेयर्स प्रिपेयर करके जाओ. 2 एरिया से क्वेश्चन आएंगे. अगर वो लोग बैकग्राउंड में पूछ लें, इंजीनियरिंग बता दोगे, तो फिर हो सकता है कि वो लोग क्वेश्चन उसमें घुसे. बस उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत कम है. दे डोंट आस्क जनरली योर दिस इंट्रोडक्शन एंड ऑल, है ना. और अगर बता भी दोगे तो थोड़ा बहुत अपना बैकग्राउंड प्रिपेयर कर लेना, ग्रेजुएशन का सब्जेक्ट प्रिपेयर कर लेना, है ना. बाकी इट्स ओके. थोड़ा सा तेज बोलो, है ना. बाकी यू आर काम एंड कंपोज्ड, कॉन्फिडेंट, वेरी गुड. इट्स ऑल द बेस्ट.
सर एक डाउट और था कि जो DYSP का क्वेश्चन मैम ने पूछा था, वो मतलब मुझे थोड़ा सा उसमें रहता है कि ऑनेस्टली मैंने बोल दिया कि मेरा इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. मुझे लगता है कि मैं अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज़ को पहली 3 पोस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग ज़्यादा अच्छा समझता हूँ.
ये बोल देना कि मेरे को सिविल जॉब माय प्रेफरेंस है ना. मेरे को उसमें ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल फील होता है ना. Policing somewhere fine. Policing is a kind of job which requires aptitude. It doesn't depend कि आपकी रैंक आ गई और आप अच्छे पुलिस ऑफिसर बन जाएंगे.
ठीक है सर.
he's from engineering background.
हाँ, तो इट्स उससे कोई रिलेशन नहीं. इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड से मत बोलना, है ना.
ठीक.
इंजीनियर्स आर मोर पुलिस these days. ठीक है. बाकी कोई क्वेश्चन होगा तो यू आर ऑलवेज वेलकम. ठीक है.
थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.
मार्क्स कहाँ से दिया जाए इस तरह